name's Southwell and I'm here today to talk to you about my new record, the Dockside Sessions, Where the Wind Blows. This was recorded last year in Maurice, Louisiana at Dockside Studios, the Grammy award-winning Dockside Studios, owned by the wonderful Stephen Wish Nails. The personnel we had on the record were assembled by Charlie Wooten, who also produced and played bass on the record, from all over the world, the best players we could get, and they include Doug Bloat on drums, Michael Lemler on keys, Jamison Ross sang vocals on a couple of tracks. We also had Rafael Pereira, the amazing Brazilian percussionist, as well as Charlie playing, and the just absolutely incredible harmonica player that is Jason Ritchie. He brought something to the record that was just incredible. Working behind the sliders and computer and stuff was the Grammy award-winning, again, master engineer Dave Farrell and his assistant Andrew Gregory. All of these people were brought together by Charlie to record these songs that I've written over the past couple of years. So sit back, relax, and I'll tell you a bit about each of them.
Gotta wake up before the rain. When I see it pretty done, no, you're not the same.
Here's track number 1. This one's called Wake Up. This song that Charlie and I worked on together. It's a song I had written a long time ago, but we kind of fine-tuned it and wrote a couple extra riffs together for this recording. And it's just a cool way to start the record. It's got Doug Bloat doing this, 7 groove at the beginning of it, just to kind of kick off with a bit of drums, and it just has that funky 4-piece band thing about it. We're all playing in sync riffs and just playing together, and it's just a really cool way to start the record. So I like it a lot. This one's called Wake Up. Track number 2, this one's called Leave Me Here. The intro, Charlie and myself got face to face in the studio and did a bass and slide thing just to try and break up song 1 and song 2, give it a bit of a segue and a bit of an intro. And it turned into a really pretty thing. It was kind of a bit of a straightforward rock song when I first wrote it. And then with the help of Michael Lemler on the grand piano, as well as Jamison Ross singing vocals, it just took it to a whole new level of magic and majesty that I just didn't really know it could turn into, and I don't think that it could have happened without these people in this studio at this time. And it's just a beautiful song, a bit of a story. Take from what you will.
Giving up on my baby.
Here's track number 3. This one's called Give Up, and it features the one and only B.B. King's guitar, Lucille. This was very, very, very kindly gifted to me for this session by Dockside Studios owner Stephen Wish Nails. It was one of BB's favourite studios, and after a session in 2002 he donated it to the studio as a bit of a gift. And thanks for the years of recording. After I recorded this and listened to it, it's one of these songs that I just had to listen to over and over and over again because I didn't realise that I could do that stuff with the guitar. So I had to record the vocals to match it, and it was just a pretty cathartic experience to have this guitar that had been played by someone that I'd looked up to for so long in my hands in a studio that he'd recorded in. So yeah, just sit back and turn this one up really loud and just get your 6/8 blues on with this one. It's quite the thing, and I hope you like it. This brings us to track number 4. This one's called Wander Around, and I wrote this at my parents' place after my second youngest sister Shelby asked me to play her a song. So I just picked up the closest guitar and started jamming this thing out, and it was just kind of making it up as I was going along, and then I realised when I finished that it was kind of cool, so I stepped into the back room with my laptop and recorded a demo to it. When it came time to record the record, I wanted something that was not just blues or not funk and had a bit of a different vibe to it, so I showed this to Charlie, and we decided to whack on the record because it is that acoustic kind of folky, happy, pretty harmony type rhythmic percussive thing, and there's actually a lot of fretless bass on this song that sounds a bit hornish, like it's a bit sort of oboe, a bit muted trumpet, but it's all Charlie on his fretless bass. And it's just a really beautiful song, kind of about your home. Everyone has a home, everyone belongs where they belong, but they might wander around, but always find their way back to where their family and love is. So this one's, called Wander Around. And Dave Farrell had a lot of time with me on the harmonies with this one. He was patient, and I think that it really paid off. His patience is very, very, I'm very thankful for it. Next track is track number 5. This one's called See the Light. Starts off with some beautiful Charlie Wooten chordal, melodic, reverbed up bass, and then gets really serious. This is a song that nearly didn't make the record. Not for any other reason other than the fact I just haven't written it yet. I had a verse and a riff, and I ended up showing Charlie in his lounge room about a week before he went to Dockside, and he got a bit angry with me asking why I hadn't showed him previously, and I said to him, it's not finished yet. So he said, well, let's finish it, and within an hour we'd finished the song, all except for 2 verses. So we took it to the studio and it just turned into this really cool, groovy, Meters-esque type thing. And I say Meters-esque because Michael Alanna, who plays with George Porter Jr. from the Meters, said that it reminded of the Meters. So it's like, one step of separation. And it's just a really cool, groovy thing. And it actually features Jason Ritchie at the end of the song doing something that he's never done before in his studio, he said. And I just like it a lot. It's really punchy, really groovy, and just a bit of fun. And I wrote the second 2 verses as I was walking to the microphone in the studio. So it's fresh, it's hip, and it's groovy, and I like it.
Thought of you just seems to stay. Seem to stay.
Creeping in.
When you look, I see your...
You'll notice in the intro a bit of a weird thing. And that's the sound of Doug Below playing percussion on a barbecue pit lid with a wire brush and just gravity. And we just it was about 1 o'clock in the morning in the studio, and we were getting weirder and weirder as the day progressed, and Dave had patience with us again like he tended to for the 4 days. And we turned the barbecue pit into percussion.
Thought of you just seems to stay.
And then it gets dirty blues. This one features Jason Ritchie on harmonica. A song that I wrote a long time ago but never recorded, and we kind of rehashed it and made it into I'll put on this record because we sort of had a hole in it to fill with that sleazy, dirty, slow shuffle, and this filled that category well, so we put on the record. This one's called Creeping In.
Can't you see that I'm walking now?
This song I have recorded in the past. But I just need to do it again with these guys. The first recording's great, I love it. And it will always be great, and I will always love it. But I just wanted to re-record it in this studio with these guys and have this sort of continuous sound of the rest of the record going through each song, and I wanted this on the record, so we recorded it again. It's a lot faster than the original. It seems to groove a heap harder, and it just makes you want to do this, rock back and forth and bang your head and all those things, and I just really love it. And again, this features Jameson Ross on the vocals, as well as Rafael Pereira on percussion. He's an amazing Brazilian percussion player, and I've had the opportunity to play with him a couple of times, and he's just a really, really lovely bloke and a really amazing percussionist. I remember talking to him before he went to the studio. He's actually recorded in his home studio after the fact, and talking to him about what I I wanted to get from the record was a pleasure. I remember saying to him that I love tambourines, so he sent me a picture of about 30 tambourines, so we've got tambourines, and he's just a really lovely bloke to talk to, and you'll hear the percussion on this song in particular, all through the record, but this song in particular, it's really quite breathtaking. So this one's called Walking Now. And here's Jamison Ross here.
Push me back to my Lord. Guess as good as mine.
This next song's called Bounding Rain. I grew up in country New South Wales in a small town by the name of Bounding. And I was playing guitar late one night and it started to rain, so I wrote a song called Bounding Rain. It's quite amazing because it's towards the end of it and all throughout it, it's got this Lafayette, Louisiana 6/8 Zydeco feel. And it's because Charlie and Doug are both from that area. They grew up playing all that kind of stuff. And towards the end of it, it just goes into this whole other world, this very spacey, beautiful thing, and it kind of wisps up like a storm and then blows away just as fast as rain can. And it's just beautiful that it's written by a Bounding boy. It's called Bounding Rain, recorded in Louisiana, and it had this really Louisiana feel with two boys from Louisiana. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's the one that I've always wanted to record, and it turned out better than I could have thought. So this one's called Bounding Rain. Brings us to Wish You Well.
So wish you well.
This is just a fast, fun 16th funk. It was a lot of fun to record it. It was a lot of fun working on it and just listening back to it in the studio. It's kind of got everyone in there just much like See the Light, but it's in a different way, got everyone grooving and bouncing up and down and loving it together. Because I flew to the States to record this record, I didn't have all of my gear that I wanted, so I actually couldn't bring a wah pedal. And Dave Farrell's assistant engineer, Andrew Gregory, lent me his wah pedal. He went to his house and grabbed a bunch of pedals and brought them back to me, so thanks Andrew for that. It's just fun. I just really like this song. I wrote it a long time ago, just at a gig. I have a habit of writing songs at gigs and just like playing them until they turn into something on the books of paper. It's one of those ones. And I think it's a good addition to the record. I like it. Track number 10, I Can Tell. It's just a fast boogie and it's for dancing to, as simple as I can put it. Again, the unmistakable harmonica of Jason Ritchie. Percussion of Rafael Pereira. And then Doug, Michael, Charlie and myself just playing a boogie, slide boogie. I really, really, really like this song. It's actually my wife's favourite song. It's her ringtone. Every time it rings, she misses calls, dances to it, jumps around and has fun. And it just is that kind of groove. I love playing it live. I love playing slide guitar. I was taught how to play slide guitar a long time ago over the phone by Kevin Borich. And ever since then, I just wanted to write more and more slide songs. It's something that I don't do often, and I don't know why I don't, because I really love playing slide guitar. And this is it. Jason Ritchie. face to face in the studio, just going to and fro, spitting and sweating and pushing and shoving each other. Blew me away. When we listened back to it, I was like, ah! And it was great. He actually drew a picture of a cat in my book saying thank you when he left the studio that day. This is I Can Tell, featuring Jason Ritchie. I love this one.
Promise me when I go that I'll meet you there sometime.
This brings us to the last song on the record. This one's called Promise Me. It's different to anything else on the record. It's purely acoustic and it's recorded live in the sense that I was singing and playing guitar at the same time. We realised after the take that I'd actually not unmuted the tuner, so it's just all microphone. Microphone on the guitar, microphone on the vocals. Really simple.
Remember the day.
I think it's a different feather in the hat, you know, it's not a shuffle, it's not a funk, it's not a blues, it's not a rock, it's different, and it's a nice way to finish the record after all that heaviness. It's nice to kind of bring it down a bit and play a folky acoustic tune. And I remember after the take, I didn't want this song on the record. I wasn't happy with it. After having your brain melted for 4 days, it was kind of a thing that I didn't think was any good, so I said that we'd redo it, and then Charlie said, well, can we get some people in the studio to have a listen to it, and if they like it, can we put it on? And I said to him, sure, if everyone likes it, you can overrule what I think, because right now I don't think I'm going to like it. And now listening to it, I don't know what my problem was with it. I really enjoy it and really think it is something, it adds to the record because it isn't like the rest of the songs. It's something a bit different, and like a bit of a hint of something I'm going to do in the future. So this one's called Promise Me.
By the moon starlight, you grabbed my lip, I held you close, never let you go.
There's so many people I want to thank for this record, starting with the boys that played on the record, and the amazing master engineer of Dave Farrell. He was incredible, his time was limitless, and his effort he went to was just beautiful. Charlie Wooten for helping write a bunch of songs and also producing the record. Doug White for playing the most amazing drums, Rafael Pereira on the percussion, Michael Lemler on the keys, Jameson Ross on the vocals was just amazing, and Jason Ritchie on the harmonica, and also some other stuff on there. All of these people made the experience of going to Dockside Studios. Also Stephen Wish that owned Dockside Studios. All of these people coming together made this record possible, as well as my beautiful family, my siblings, Natalie Craig, Kate, Shelby Daytona, my amazing wife, who without her support and love, all of this stuff would be worth doing. Steve and Sally Tobin, without them, I wouldn't have been able to get to America to do this. And my mum and dad, Tony and Michelle, without them, there's no way this would have been possible. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to everybody involved and to everybody that listens to this record and enjoys it. My name's James Southwell. See you guys next time. Forgot to tell you, almost, probably did, but I'll tell you again. If you want any James Southwell merchandise, including CDs, DVDs, all that kind of stuff, upcoming tour dates, any information James Southwell, head to www.jamessouthwell.com. There's a store there, there's gigs, there's all sorts of stuff there, so everything James Southwell will need is from there, including some of this stuff. You can feel free to go and buy. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.